find your mark, to be able to find your ideal client avatar. Think about the last time you scrolled through your social media feed. What made you pause? In a digital era where every marketer's ability or battle cry is to capture the audience's attention, how can anyone possibly win that war for those few precious seconds that you get to grab someone's attention in the millisecond of a day? They say attention is the new currency. Is it? But what does that actually really mean? Just like dollars and cents, you spend it, you earn it, you save it. But unlike money, you can't earn back your time that you've given away. Every click, every like, every swipe is a transaction where you pay for a slice of that day, for a slice of someone's time. For marketers, that's the golden ticket, right? Us as marketers, getting someone to come to a complete stop from their scroll. That's the objective. Whether you're a marketer or you're a small business owner trying to attract potential customers, potential leads, getting someone to stop the scroll is aching to strike oil, if you would. Content oil, that is. With everyone shouting into the void, how do you go about making that voice of yours heard? That is the golden question, the golden goose, so to speak. What's up, everyone? This is Fit for Business with me, Jared Lane. If you could do me a favor right now, if you're watching this video on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. And as always, if you're listening along on Spotify, tap that follow button to not miss an episode. We drop them weekly, guys. This is episode 5. Welcome as we take the voyage down the new content is the new oil. That's something we've been hearing for quite some time now. I don't know about you guys, but I heard that terminology probably when I started getting into marketing about 8 years ago. Content is king. Content is the new oil. Now, a lot of us do this. We reminisce about the good old days, the pre-social media days, madness, as they say. A seemingly simpler time. Let me ask you guys this. Was it actually easier? A lot of people can probably come out here with their comments, and I'm flirting with a lot of things and open-ended questions there. Of course, the internet, social media in general, if we're speaking to social media, has given people a lot of opportunity. And people in general, when I'm talking about small businesses, is nostalgia timing our glasses shaded to a rose, right? It's true. Times have changed, as they always do. But with time and change comes opportunity, right, guys? There's a saying, the playing field has been leveled. The playing field is level, right? If you're good enough, if you're smart enough, if you're clever enough, if you're even just okay, there's space for you to thrive online. To not just make a living, but make a mark and have an impact and make money. And I'm talking about making money the smart way, the right way. Not looking to deceive anybody here. That's not the objective. The goal, what we're talking about here in episode number 5, as a marketer, as a small business owner, is to hit your mark, find your mark, to be able to find your ideal client avatar. Who are they? Who are you looking to attract? And I'm not talking about just looking to attract positive energy, guys. I'm talking about being able to spot on, find that potential client that will give you money. So a transaction, right? How do you capture those elusive seconds of someone's attention? How do we do it? Is it some mystery? Mr. Beast has cracked the code. Gary Vaynerchuk, Alex Hormozi, Mel Robbins, the list goes on and on. How do they do it? Or if you're looking at somebody that it's not even a marketer or not even a business person, if you're looking at somebody that's just like taking off on TikTok, the dancers, the singers, the magicians, there's just too many users to name, to think right off the top of the head. These people, in retrospect, have struck gold, have hit oil, so to speak, when it comes to oil being the content that has taken them and their brand to another level. And now, for some of those listening, that's not your goal and that's your objective, and that is fine. At the end of the day, your goal and your objective primarily is to run and manage your business, but also be seen and heard by potential paying clients. It's really about understanding what is your message behind the business. What story are you telling? That's the thing. The people that have struck gold and that are big time on these platforms and have amassed millions of followers, they are doing a darn good job. I said darn. They're doing a darn good job of telling their story. And that's what it really comes down to. Why should anyone care? It's not about shouting louder than the other person, but it's about crafting a message that resonates on a more personal level, right? And that's what we're talking about. How can you create that message or that story that is simply going to resonate and stop the scroll? And that's what we're talking about here, guys. As marketers and myself, I've fallen into this trap too often. How do we often get caught up in this debate? And let me talk about what debate I'm referring to. The debate that is what actually stops the scroll. And there's three things I'm going to mention here. The targeting, the copywriting. Is it the visuals or all three? Do they really matter? Spoiler, it really is a blend of all three, guys. Let's zero in on the actual creative, right? The creative being the image, the photo, the video that you may be using. Is it compelling? Is it not compelling? Is it capturing the audience's attention? Let's take kind of a 180 spin on things here. Let's say that imagine you're the consumer. Do stock images that barely represent your product or your brand catch your eye? Or would that catch your eye? Let's say stock images from like Canva or an Adobe platform. Or would you rather see the team behind the craft, behind the brand, what goes into providing these services or building out these types of products you are offering? Here is the unvarnished truth. The truth be told, no one is thrilled to see stock photos or a number of stock photos of happy customers, service reps with a headset. It's just white noise, plain and simple. That's what we call it. White noise. White noise that is time and time again, not going to be remembered, but forgotten. And that's what I have to say about stock content. But really, ideally, instead, consumers are really interested in that compelling story, crafting your story. Crafting a story with what you can do to make and grab their attention and make or grab your attention surrounding about the product or service that you are offering. So imagine, let's take this for example. Imagine you're scrolling through your feed, you see a picture, not of a generic product or a service, but of Adam from down the street, Adam that you know, crafting a table at a local wood shop, or Sarah, who you know, who owns a boutique flower shop, and you see a picture of her or a video of arranging of a bouquet of flowers coming up for Valentine's Day. She has like this order, so she puts it together, boom, you see it on her story, or she created a reel or a TikTok. That's gonna stand out for you, your local neighborhood florist, Sarah, who you know, as opposed to, let's say Sarah didn't post user-generated content to get you connected emotionally to her, but she just posted stock photos of flowers. Would you be engaged with that content? Or chances are you're gonna be like, let me keep scrolling. That's what it comes down to. That really is the content, guys, that makes people pause. The authentic peek behind the curtain. It's not really just about the look. It's about the feel and the connection. When customers feel they are emotionally connected to your team, to your mission, to your core values, they're not just necessarily stopping their scroll. Now they're getting emotionally invested into your service, into your content. And that's the big difference here between using stock photos, stock videos, or what we call UGC, user generated content. Dear local business owners, next time you are crafting that ad or that social media post, ask yourself this one question. Does this represent my brand, this service, this product? Will this post resonate with my customers? Will it? And again, nobody's saying you need to spend hours upon hours creating one post. Take your phone. Gary Vee is like, if you watch Gary Vee's content, he does it to people all the time, and I love him for that. He'll be like, people are complaining that they can't create the content for their product or service or whatever it is, and he's like, pull out your phone. I just seen in one of his videos recently. He's like, pull out your phone. He's like, take a photo. Take a video of us talking. That's the content. That's the emotionally invested content people want to see. So dear local business owners, I beg of you, I implore of you, do this starting tomorrow or when you see this episode. This is the type of content that people want to see. They want to be emotionally invested with your brand, with your service. Will it resonate with your customers? It really may seem like a gamble and a break in tried and true methodology that you may not want to do, but you're not looking to attract bots to your social media accounts. Organic content. You don't want to attract bots. I mean, the bots are going to be there, but there's nothing you can do about that. You are looking to attract humans that get emotionally invested into your content. And once they're emotionally invested into your content, that person or people can potentially become paying clients. And that's what it comes down to. As humans, we crave that emotional and human touch. And you need to incorporate that into your marketing, in your social media marketing. And that's what we have for you guys for this episode, episode number 5, time and attention. So first and foremost, thank you for lending me your ears and most importantly, your time. This has been Fit for Business with Jared Lane. And until next time, keep asking those tough questions and looking for the stories to stop the scroll.